friend, I am thrilled to let you know I am on the verge of a great discovery. The events that have transpired here are so amazing that I simply cannot do them justice on the page. Furthermore, I shudder to think what would happen if details in a letter were to fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I beg of you, take my words at face value. I will reveal all when we meet in person. Cordially yours, William LeGrand.
Hallo en welkom bij Dark Tales. Edgar en Poes, The Golden Bug. Nu, ik ken dit verhaal niet al te goed. De vorige kende ik ook nog niet al te goed en dat was wel leuk om te doen. Ik weet wel, dit heeft iets te maken met piraten. Blackbeard. Dat is het enige dat ik ervan weet. Omdat we met een ander zoek- en vindspel van Midnight Mysteries, geloof ik dat het was. We hebben daar ook even kennis gemaakt met de 3 grootste verhalen van Edgar en Poe. Vandaar ook dat ik de blad kijkt, de Telltale Heart en dan een stukje hiervan. Maar de Black Cat en de Telltale Heart hebben we ook nog ergens anders tegengekomen. Dus ik ben benieuwd hoe het verhaal gaat, ik zal het zo zeggen. We gaan spelen.
I'm so glad you agreed to accompany me, my friend. An old acquaintance of mine, Monsieur LeGrand, has requested my help in a delicate matter. He didn't divulge any details, but judging by the tone of his letter, I suspect your detective skills will be of great use. Let's hurry. LeGrand's house is here on the shore.
Okay, notes aan deze kant.
You shouldn't have come here. This is no place for city slickers. If I were you, I'd get back in my boat and head home while I still can.
Wat? Kan ik nu notes maken? My partner, Detective Dupin, has been summoned to an obscure island by an old friend of his, a man by the name LeGrand. LeGrand refused to share any details in writing, but Dupin believes my detective skills will be indispensable. So I have joined him on the trip. The salt air will do me good. The islanders haven't exactly rolled out the red carpet for me and Dupin. We barely set foot on the island when a masked stranger accosted us. Is this man's attitude typical of the people here, or does he have a personal reason not to want a couple of detectives wandering around?
You haven't left. You'll wish you had when that Newfoundland tears you to pieces.
Schattig doggo. Sorry. Allee. Ja, sorry, Zonna. Hij is telkens aan het afslagen terug. Ik snap het niet. Ja, oké. Sorry daarvoor, Zonna. Hier kom ik. Soms zat hij juist er ook al. Sharp shell. Oh. Oh. Die zijn best toch in die geworden. Er is voor de rest toch ook niks te zien, hè? De lieve. Nee, er ligt één van de twee maar. Dus mama? Ik had het niet door. Ik had werkelijk niet door wat ik moest doen.
Dupin, I'm so glad you came, and that you brought a friend. I've made an incredible discovery. I believe that I found the key to Captain Kidd's legendary treasure. Did you know he sailed here in the 17th century? And you'll never believe this. What brought him here was an unusual insect. A golden bug. Do you see that? See it? The skull on its shell. It's the same symbol on the parchment I found. Head over to my office. I'll join you in a moment. I've got something to show you.
Het is Captain Kidd. Het was niet Captain Blackbeard. Waarschijnlijk zit ik heel in mijn war mee omdat ik Willem Rose aan het spelen ben. Ja, ik weet, ik ben dan niet aan het streamen. Ik zit ook niet op YouTube. Omdat ik niet weet van de mensen waar ik mee aan het spelen zijn dat die dat graag willen, ja of nee. En ik heb tot nu toe nog niet durven vragen. Mr. LeGrand is quite convinced he will find Captain Kidd's lost treasure. I've known men like LeGrand. Their single-minded pursuits push them even closer to the brink of madness. But he seems harmless enough. He waits up in his office with extraordinary news. Ja, ik heb het verkeerd gelezen, dat kan mij ook niet schelen. Arthur is very obedient. Ja, dus dan... Ja, ik wou al de rest zien.
Stand back. You'll regret this, I promise you.
That villain from the pier was here. But it looks like we scared him away. We should find out what he was looking for. Look, the trespasser dropped something. What is it? There, on the fireplace grate. It looks like a code. This must be the parchment LeGrand mentioned. Take that pen and paper on the desk. Perhaps you can decipher it.
Jij kunt dat zelf ook niet. Dit vind ik leuk. Ik moet even er terug in komen. Dat kan ik niet doen. Het is toch alleen maar dat kan doen, dus waarom... Doe maar, ik heb verkeerd gedaan. Ja, dat zit hieronder vast. Dat is beter. Oké, nu is het alles tenminste, denk ik, het grootste deel los. A good glass in the bishop's hostel, in the devil's seat, 21 degrees and 13 minutes northeast.
Genius. I knew you were a top-notch codebreaker. Let's show this to LeGrand. It must be connected to this treasure he thinks he can find.
Someone jumped out of my office window. I tried to stop him, but he had a knife. What's that? My parchment? Was he after it? I'm so glad you scared him off. Here, let me see it. You've deciphered the code. Ah, now it all makes sense. Nice work, detective. I can use this to decipher the rest of the code. Excuse me, I've got work to do. Captain Kidd's treasures will soon be mine. Oh, by the way, this is Arthur. He's a Newfoundland who can sniff out the faintest clues. I offer him as your companion while you stay here.
Our friend LeGrand is a man obsessed with one goal: to find Captain Kidd's treasure. He certainly lost perspective. But one thing's for sure, LeGrand is in danger. Let's begin our investigation in the garden.
Oh, wat schattig. Een dogge.
Oh, hello. No, I haven't seen anyone. I'm Mr. LeGrand's gardener. I work here a few days a week. I'd show you around, but I hurt my hand while I was pruning, and I need to get to the doctor. Here, take this.
My friend, look. Arthur has smelled something.
Ja, oké. Dikke hol. Goed gedaan, Edward. Ja, en de vel die zit hier. en wat moest je dan doen met die school? Mooi. Ik heb precies begin. Okay. What the masked man dropped was LeGrand's parchment. It contains a strange cipher. Dupin is confident I can decode its message. I will try to not let him down. As luck would have it, our masked man wounded himself on a nail as he exited through the window. This is important evidence. I managed to decipher a part of the parchment text. I should show it to LeGrand. LeGrand has given us the servant of his newfound land, Arthur. He's apparently a superior sniffer. Dupin, I believe we have our first real suspect in the person of this suspicious gardener Mike. His hand was bleeding. It could have been caused by the nail as he exited the window, although he claims he injured himself while pruning. I'll search around for that prune. If there's blood on it, we can test it against the blood on the nail. Arthur's nose directed us towards a rather interesting little bronze beetle in the garden soil. It appears to be a part of a larger mechanism. In the shed I found the blood-stained garden pruner. That supports Mike's story. But he could have injured himself with the pruner in the past and be using it now to cover up an injury from the nail in the window. One way to settle this is to compare the two blood samples. We just need to find the right equipment. Oké, nu ben ik terug bij. Zo, dat is de rangdekje. Nu kunnen we ons hints gebruiken. Dat is interessant. Toast.
Look at that man, over there, in the dark coat. No luck this time, but we'll find out who's behind the mask. We need to head to the second floor.
Choose mine. No. Moet ik eerst werkelijk iets vinden dat me zegt dat de waarzegster is. Ja. One night only, the world-famous Cyril the Seer will blind you with his marvelous illusions. The mechanical future teller will see into your future so you never forget the past. I picked up a poster advertising a bizarre little doll. I've never seen one before. According to the ad, the doll has power to tell the future. I'd like to see this. And seeing we shall, because this is the one. The only future seeing doll. Cool. Oké, just wat we nodig hebben.
We can use this laboratory. Let's compare the blood on the nail with that on the garden pruner.
Nou, wacht. Dit moet oranje zijn, dit moet blauw zijn. Dit moet groen zijn. Zo denk ik. zijn andere. The blood samples do not match. The comparative blood analysis showed that the sample of the blood-stained nail and sample from Mike's garden pruner is different, so Mike was telling the truth. Dat is geen umbrella, dat is een parasol. That strange veiled woman who stays at the hotel demanded that I give her a dangerously high dose of sleeping medication. I had to refuse. She also refused to submit an exam or remove her veil. Perhaps she suffered photosynthesis. My.
This is very suspicious. We should find out who this woman is and why she needed such a large dose of sleeping pills.
Run. Ik denk dat ik hier nu alles heb.
Hello, how may I help you? So, you're detectives? Yes, the woman in question stayed here at the hotel. I don't know what she looks like, as she always wore a veil. She left this morning. However, she forgot to return her room key, and the locksmith won't arrive till next week. You're welcome to search her room, if you can get the door open. Just don't break anything. It's room 11.
Nice. Oké, dat was dus een pijnko. Ik was aan een ijsje aan het denken. Ik heb wel goesting in een ijsje. Wacht. In the doctor's office, we found a note from the doctor about an elderly woman with a very suspicious request. She demanded he give her sleeping medication in a dosage so high it would kill a man. There might be some connection between her and the masked assailant, whom we have lost in the same hotel where the woman is staying. It's an odd place for a clue, but written on the glass in the window's room in the hotel is the time 7:15. I think that's the clue we need. Your order is ready. Please come by to pick it up at any time. With the junk cellar.
This woman's character is quite suspicious. We should find the junk seller and ask him what he sold her.
The doctor isn't the only one. The veiled woman we spoke with in town in her room found a note from the junk seller saying her order is ready. We must pay the junk seller a visit. Nee, hier ga ik nog niet verder. What?
Unbelievable! Someone tried to shoot me. Thank heavens the shooter missed. My heart's about to burst out of my chest! Whoa, whoa, give me a moment.
You must have a guardian angel watching over you. But why are you here? Have you deciphered the code?
The text is incomplete, and I couldn't finish. I decided to take a walk to think, and I saw a bug in the shop window.
Why, yes. A woman interviewer was here. She ordered these bugs. I've sold 5 of them. There's one more around here somewhere, but I've misplaced it.
Hmm. Someone certainly has it in for LeGrand. Luckily, that someone is a terrible shot, as you missed our friend. LeGrand, flustered from his attempted assassination, told us the parchment isn't the whole story. There is another piece lost somewhere that gives the rest of the clues for finding the treasure. According to the junk seller, the woman in the veil pursued 5 antique gears, insect-shaped. They must be linked to LeGrand's pursuit of the treasure.
What's this? The doctor's house is on fire.
Ja, ze lagen naast elkaar. Vier, 8, 9. Maar voor wat weet ik niet wat ik daarvoor nodig heb. We think someone tried to destroy evidence in the doctor's office. It was set on fire. Neither Dupin and I nor I have the best eyesight, but the pair of binoculars helped us see the latest clue, which is the code 4895. Hmm. Four, 8, 9, 5.
We should visit the places depicted in the photos. My intuition says they have something to do with our case.
We found photos of the lighthouse and the gun shop. There's obviously some connection between the veiled woman and these places. The bear and I will investigate them at once. Okay, dat staat klaar. Whew.
Oh, hi again. Yeah, I work here part-time, too. We're closed now, but I know you're investigating, so let me know how I can help you. This gun was purchased by a strange old woman in a veil. You can compare the bullets if you like.
Mike's one of the guys who tries to patch things together as many odd jobs as he can to make meets end, and one of them is a clerk at a gun store. He recognized the gun left by the assailant in the junk seller's shop. He sold it to the veiled woman. The bullet fired at LeGrand and the bullet found in the hotel room are identical. Nog een dier. Oh shit. Ik was juist naar een Bob aan het kijken. Dan moet ik het even terug laten doen. Oh, meer naast. Ja, we gingen een pakje sneller. water. Ik weet dat ik ergens water kan halen. Ik heb dat juist gezien. Hier kunnen we water pakken. Waar is de oyster? Daar. Ik heb alles al. Wat moet ik hier nog doen? Ja, doe maar. Ik weet niet of het gaat blijven doorwerken. Hè? Kan ook een fout in het systeem zijn, maar dan heb ik het voor. En ook zijn omdat ik zoveel keren dat heb gedaan. De woodpecker gaat die creepycrawlers opeten. En het is teruggevallen. For the fine man should cover with thick. Well, maar nog niet. Daar hebben we ook nog niet alles van. Dus terug. A handy photo schematic of the hoisting crane tells me exactly how to fix it. Dan krijg ik dan weer een menu. Rahul, dank je voor de subscription. OBS stond nog niet naast mij open. Is goed. Dat kunnen we openzetten. Het laatste. Ja, ik was al nog aan het vertellen van ik was al nog aan het vertellen over Windrose. Heel leuk spel. We hebben juist een tweede bos verslagen. Ging heel goed. Enkel de bos moet je niet met een met geweren doen. Nee, die ga echt niet met geweren.
Ahoy, landlubbers. Have you come to hear a few pirate tales? That's what most people ask for. Here, give me a hand. I'll regale you with a story.
Oei. Okay.
Well, I don't have time for a tall tale, but I'll tell you one thing. I once saw in the lighthouse's beam the ghost of Captain Kidd's ship, the Adventure Galley. Saw it with my own eyes, I did. But everyone's got a story. A kid once told me he saw the ghost ship on the shore.
Ah. We have met the seasoned fishermen, the type they call Salty Dog. If you can wade through a story or two, you might learn something valuable about Captain Kidd. The masked Miranda has sabotaged the lighthouse lens, leaving us more work to solve this case. Okay. Goed gedaan. Heb ik al iets lang? Nee, ik heb nog niks lang. Ik heb wel deze. Oeps, het is kapot gegaan. Niet mijn schuld. Ik heb piep. Juist, Windroos. Ja, ik dacht het nog te streamen, maar zoals ik zei, een van de kameraden die meedoen, ik weet niet of dat die dat leuk zou vinden. En dan dacht ik van ja, als ik het nu gewoon opneem, de boss battle, kan ik het misschien wel een beetje zo aanpassen. En er een kleine overview van geven. Maar daar heb ik dan veel te lang aan gedacht. Misschien dat ik deze avond wel dat opneem. Ik kan het misschien deze avond wel opnemen.
Now we know how to fix the lighthouse lens.
The photo near the lighthouse turns out to be a gold mine. It will enable us to fix the Frenzel lens. Ja, want nu is het momenteel een grindproces. Dus we zijn nu de swamps binnengekomen. En we hebben al krokodillen, plague soldiers, plague, zeg het is plague crocodiles hebben we ook al verslagen. En dat waren de eerste 10 minuten van dingen nog maar. Hè. Dus ja, maar ik wou gewoon ook omdat het zo chic is. Ja, heel het spel is chic gewoon. Het is zoals ik in de vorige video al zei. Het is precies of dat je al een volledig spel speelt. Ah, ik heb een oorlog bij.
See that? There, among the rocks. The remains of a boat. You can't see it from shore because of the bushes. We'll just have to cut the bushes in the quay.
The lighthouse beam showed us an antique ship stuck among the rocks. It must have been shipwrecked here during a storm. Could this be Captain Kidd's legendary ship? Dupin says we can reach the ship if we cut through the underbush. But I must say, I think when he says we, he really means me. That's true. Machete. Nee, als je een echt leuk spel wilt spelen, qua beeld, mogelijkheden, ja, hoe moet ik dat vertellen? Ze hebben hier ook... Allee, ik ben niet de beste bouwer. Voor mij is het oké, ik kan verder met het verhaal. C'est tout. Maar de Frantic, waar we nogal mee hebben gespeeld, die mee Pelworld heeft gespeeld, die doet dat graag. En dit geeft heel veel opportuniteit om te bouwen en van die dingen allemaal. Dus voor hem is dat super leuk en die hebben iets super mooi gemaakt bij ons. Waar heb ik nu een spring? Niks over die skeletons die hier zijn. Monkey see, monkey don't. Die leeft nog. Die leeft nog. Kom dat die dan nog leeft. Goed gedaan. Goed. Hups.
We found the missing text that will help LeGrand crack the code. Let's take it to him.
The wine. Poisoned. There's an antidote.
In order to make the antidote for LeGrand, we'll have to do a little fishing. There should be some fishing tackle on that ship.
Not even LeGrand's guardian angel could protect him this time. The poor man has been poisoned. Undoubtedly, the masked murderer strikes again. Fortunately for our friend, there is an antidote. The primary ingredient is oddly named white cactus, a fish.
So, you want this fish, do ya? It's called white cactus. Funny name for something that lives in the water. I'll give it to you in exchange for a boot.
Oké, het is hier zo dan.
the right track. Look at that pirate ring. Captain Kidd must have offed a crew member here.
I found the pirate ring. It's quite a beauty and probably worth a fortune. I'd love to keep it for myself, but Dupin is convinced it's a clue to the treasure. Ik ga deze skippen. Ah, het is zo 3 van hem. Nee, het waren die toch.
Now we can make LeGrand's antidote. Let's return to him.
Turns out white cactus is so named because it's a little prickly. Now we can make LeGrand's antidote. Maar wacht, waar? Nee, bij LeGrand zelf. Aha. buttons op, maar eerst een hond moet die. Ja, dat was schattig.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me. I'm still too weak to work on the code. Could you give it a try?
Sure. Nee, wacht. Klopt. Ja, oké. And by the north main branch, 7th limb each side, shoot from the left eye of the dead's head a beeline from tree through the shot 50 feet out.
I think that's pointing to a cave on a nearby island.
This is the other side of the collapsed cave we saw. I haven't the time to carry the rocks off by hand. Let's try more explosive means. The cannons back at the fort will do the trick.
My code-breaking streak is in. I've described the second part of LeGrand's parchment, which tells us that the treasure, if it indeed exists, is in a cage on a neighboring island. Unfortunately, the cave is blocked with boulders. Our only resource is to see if we can use a cannon at Fort St. Louis to force a way inside. Ja, ik weet hoe ik daar moet geraken. Lighthouse. Fort St. Louis. Goed gedaan, Bobby. Nee, Arthur. Dat is die wacht op buiten. Hè. Goeie schat.
The way to the cave is clear. Now we can enter it.
I've never served in military, but now I can add cannonball technician to my resume. Ik helemaal rondgaan, hè. Nee. Goed gedaan. Ja, runtime error terug. Het wil echt het zeggen van, ik heb te lang gespeeld, ik moet even stoppen. Maar we gaan nog niet stoppen. Ik heb nog een uur. Als ik daarna nog de... Isaac. Gaan we hier niet meer kunnen loskrijgen. Dat is toch... Waarom wil ik nu alweer dynamite? Drie, vijf, vier. 3, 5, 4. The torch is lightning buried at the base of a very old tree, just showing by the map in the parchment. We also discovered another code, 354.
I've recovered now, and I think I can join you. Let's go. It's time.
Ik heb niks te... Hé? Wacht, ik wachten op de hint. Zo dus. Nu pas wordt het shuffle handle genoemd. Ja.
Good evening, gentlemen. It's time to take the masks off, isn't it? I suggest you be nice and fill this bag with treasures.
Quick, the man in the bag. Blind the villain with it.
I found the parchment with the code in a bottle washed to the shore by the waves. From what I could decipher of the parchment, I could tell it held the location of Captain Kidd's treasure, but I couldn't decipher it completely. I left the parchment in the hopes that LeGrand would find it and do the rest of the work for me. I even left the bug with the golden shell with it, as I knew of his fascination for them and knew this would intrigue him further. But everything went wrong when LeGrand involved you two. The last thing I needed was a couple of detectives snooping around, so I decided to steal the parchment back from LeGrand. Obviously, I didn't succeed, thanks to you. From there, I just tried to slow you two down. I even hid behind a mask and dressed like a woman to try and throw you off the trail. Once the parchment was deciphered, I just knew LeGrand would announce it and that everyone and his dog would be looking for the treasure. The only way I could prevent that was to kill LeGrand. Alas, I'm a horrible shot. Then I tried to poison him, but you helped him recover. All I could do was sit and wait for the two of you to find the treasure in the hopes that I could ambush you here. Now, you know everything.
Oké, dus dat was voor de main game. Nee, dus wat ik kan begrijpen van het verhaal van de Golden Bug is dat Captain Kidd zijn schatten ging verstoppen. Maar omdat hij alleen degene wou zijn die dat wist waar dat was, heeft hem zijn manschappen onderweg gedood of de een betrayal naar de ander laten toekomen. En die 2 lijken die in het graf waren, dat waren de laatste 2, oftewel de eerste 2. Ik weet het niet meer. In die andere zoek en vid hadden ze daar heel hard op gewezen. Dat Captain Kidd zijn manschappen zelf had omgebracht. Om zo het geheim van de schatkist geheim te houden. Dus hij ging dat niet ergens niet verklappen. Maar ik ben ook terug blij dat het voice acting was. Deze vond ik wel iets minder, aangezien dat er minder uitleg werd gegeven over wat dat ze eigenlijk allemaal vonden. Dus de lichamen, hoe en wat, speculaties daarover. Dat had ik nog graag gezien. Nu weet ik niet of ik
What? It cannot be! Captain Kidd, return!
LeGrand's in trouble again. We've got to get the door open. The treasures have been stolen, and LeGrand. We should revive him.
LeGrand is in trouble again, but luckily we're still here on the island to help him. Dupin and I are skeptics, and we do not believe Captain Kidd has actually returned to claim his treasure. But stranger things has happened. Ja, zoals een geest volgen. The treasure has indeed been taken and someone knocked out LeGrand. We must revive him to hear what clues he might have about his attacker. It appears the reports of Captain Kidd's death 200 years ago might have been greatly exaggerated. After all, en hier zie ik al dat het een pop is.
Captain Kidd, he lives! I saw him plain as I see you now before me. Must be a curse. Kidd has come for me.
My friend, please, calm down. You've just had a shock. Captain Kidd died long ago. I'm sure it was just an ordinary thief.
Don't question my faculties. I know what I saw. You do well to think of your own safety. But feel free to start your investigation. Here, I'll even help you. But I'd recommend locking all the doors, not opening them.
Graven, jongen. Graven. Thanks again to Arthur's considerable olfactory gifts, we found the thief's hiding place. Now to open it. Het is wel een schone dingen voor. Ik zie nog niet eens zelf te koop. It's a basement no one knew about. The picture's quite out of place, suggesting passage behind it. Ik dacht te zeggen, ze komen ongeveer overeen, maar het gaat toch nog? Ja. Ik dacht juist op in te duwen. Well, Dupin and I don't especially like bats, but neither do we want to hurt them. We devise a non-violent method to driving them away. Zo, dan heb ik een halve appel. Die
This explains everything. The thieves used a dummy to scare LeGrand and make off with his treasure. We should pay a visit to the local post office. It's located in the port building. There we can seek more information about Mike.
The basement led us to Mike's cabin. So our not-so-innocent gardener is knee-deep in this after all. He had LeGrand fooled with the help of a Captain Kidd costume. Mike knew of LeGrand's ghost superstition and used it against him. Now to find the treasure. Oh yeah. We must pay a visit to the post office located at the town port. From widest to narrowest. Mike, my son, I have bad news. Doctor says I haven't much time left. There's only one treatment, and as you know, it's so expensive. There's no way we could afford it, not even if we sold the prized cow your father left us. But that cow is all we have, Mike. It's time to face the truth. Now, don't try to do anything that will get you in trouble. Your sister Mary says you have a plan. I don't like the sound of that, Mike. You know better than that and get into trouble. It's time to come home and take your place as the man of the family. Sister Mary needs you. Love, Mom. Now it's clear what Mike made commit the crime. Niks made. Okay. Nice.
You want information about some guy named Mike, and I want to find an ancient brooch I've lost in this mess. Maybe we can help each other out. remember now. Mike came here trying to pass off some cheap coins. I offered him practically nothing for them, and he took it. He told me not to tell anyone he'd been here. Then he went off saying he had to buy a ticket to sail to the continent. He lugged his chest with him.
I guess it's I will scratch your back if you scratch mine. The junk seller couldn't find his antique brooch, so who better to find it for him than a couple of professional sleuths? We uncovered the precious brooch post haste, and the man told us that Mike had been in the shop trying to sell coins. The man on the bid, and Mike took it. He must have needed to buy his ticket home at all costs and didn't want to arouse suspicion elsewhere. Ja, die had ik gezien, maar het was niet doorgedringen dat het een key was. Kom. Ik dacht eens, ik kan me toch niets herinneren dat ik iets nog heb gemist. Ja, ik ga het hier even bij laten. Ik ga zo even... Want ik heb ook niks meer gegeten sinds deze middag. Ik dacht misschien nog met een pokeball van gisteren op te eten, maar... Ik heb misschien nog een beetje chips liggen. Ik weet het niet. Talk about nose to the grindstone. Arthur's sweet sniffer located the grindstone for us. So now we have the sharp knife we need. Dat is al, ik weet niet lang geleden. Ja, ik weet totaal niet meer wat ik aan het van doen was. Junk seller said Mike had been lugging a large chest around. He was trying to take this back home to his mother. Dat is waarschijnlijk het schatten. Wacht, moet ik eens ook zien waar de uitgang is. Hier. Waar heb ik nog medaillons gezien? Hier zo. Daar. Post office. We weten toch welke dingen we hebben. Mike's post office box, first column, second row. There are too many post office boxes. It would take us forever to search them. Dus ergens een zoek- en vinddingen. Ja. Ik vind het wel leuk dat die speciaaltjes zo klein beetje zijn aangeduid. Dear Mother, I will arrive on the next ship. I might even get there before this letter does. But I had to write to you anyway, since I can't tell anyone else my good news. Mother, I have done it. I have found a fortune, more than enough to cover your treatments, with enough left over so that you and Sis Mary can retire on family debts and live a nice, long, peaceful life. Your loving son, Mike. We have found compassion for Mike despite his crimes. He was motivated by the need to save his mother. The chest was a decoy, that Mike is clever for a clerk. Most likely the hiding place is in LeGrand's garden, is waar. Dus eigenlijk wat de hond eerst gevonden had. Ziezo.
What marvelous friends I have. You saved me once again. Such talented detectives you both are. I'd lost hope of retrieving my treasure. So now I know the truth. Mike is good at heart. It was his mother's dire circumstances that pushed him to commit this crime. I'd like to help him. But where did he go?
Surely he's on that ship sailing for the continent. Let's hurry. It departs soon.
Mr. LeGrand, your gardener came to the station and confessed a crime to us. He says he robbed you blind.
Well, officer, what he says is true in letter, but not in spirit. I won't be pressing charges.
If that's the case, then Mike is free to go.
We've had quite an adventure. Thanks to your detective skills and LeGrand's curiosity, Mike will be able to pay for his mother's medical treatment. It will save her life. It's times like these make our work worthwhile.
Oké. Ik vind het goed dat hem ook al gezegd heeft van ja, ik ben schuldig. Dat helpt wel. Dus ja, toch een mooi einde voor het verhaal. Ja, we gaan nog eens even naar de bonussen kijken. Hè. We zijn nu toch. Ja, ik weet, ik ben niet van mijn normale doen. Ik ben moe. Extras. Wallpapers. Een hond. En dat was voor het heel verhaal te laten zien. Schattig toch? Ah ja, dat zijn die gewoon. Oeh. Hehe. Nee. Ja, ik denk als ik op more games doe. Nee, dat gaat zelfs niet. Oké, maar dat was het dus voor Edgar Allan Poes, de Goldbug. Ik hoop dat jullie genoten hebben. Zo ja, like en subscribe. En anders misschien interesseert jullie iets anders van de video's die ik momenteel heb. Ze zijn momenteel heel uiteenlopend. Alhoewel het meeste waar ik mij op focus is wel hide and seek en daarna een cutscenes van maken. Maar ik probeer ook zo andere dingen ertussen te gooien. Indien die zeggen van, Kitty, dit is een goed spel, dit ga jij heel graag spelen. Geef het in de comments mee. Ik heb zo Dasha gehad. Die heeft mij een paar goede dingen aangesproken. Het zijn wel voor meerdere personen, misschien. Maar ik weet het nog niet. Maar ik heb ze in mijn favorieten gezet. In mijn vervanglijst voor als ze eens in goede afslag staan. Want zoals ik deze heb gekregen, deze is ook een redelijk goede afslag geweest. En toen heb ik er 5 of 6 van heel die serie kunnen meepakken. Maar zoals ik zei, like, subscribe en tot de volgende. Bye bye!